we have a gentleman who I have a great deal of respect for, admiration for, and you guys know who he is. He's doing our Mondays this month of March, and I just can't wait to see his video when I get back and listen to him. Without further ado, from the great state of South Carolina, from Summersville, South Carolina to be exact, the one and only Mr. Curtis Evans, Regional Director, who's not that far away from Regional Vice President. So can we all give Mr. Evans a hand real quick as he comes with the message?
In this crazy world we live in the United States of America. In the United States, anybody can do anything. You can't complain, can't fuss, can't fight, because anything you want to do, you can do it. Nobody's going to stop you from starting. You have to put in this business that we're in costs a couple of $100 to get started. It has an upside to pay you a couple of $100 zero. It can pay you several thousands of dollars if you're willing to put in the effort. And most importantly, learn a few simple things. So I want everybody to get the pencil out. We're going to talk about going to R&D. And I'm going to talk to you in a way that I don't want to be abrasive, because abrasive, sometimes you need to hear the truth. But the truth of the matter is, you won't wake up one morning and be an R&D. The truth of the matter is, you will not wake up one morning and be an R&D. You are going to get those points. And every time you are 2 points closer, 8 points closer, 6 points, you will know when you become an R&D. You'll know when you got 650 and you need another 3, you need another 50 points. You're going to know. So you're not going to do something really simple and then one day wake up and I'm an R&D. It's going to be something that you were tracking and keeping up with and trying to figure out how to do, what to do, when to do, how to do. You're going to stumble up and something you're going to do so simple, it's going to get you 100 points. And you're going to say, wow, I might do that again. You do it again, you got you another 100 points. You did it again and it did another 100 points. And you're saying, what is it? What is it? So you know when you're an R&D, you're not going to just magically turn into R&D, nor will you magically turn into RVP, nor will you magically turn into SVP. And so knowing what I just said a while ago, we got to find out what are the things that we need to do every day to grow a business. And this is a crazy business because you don't have a building, there's no inventory, you don't have a lot of stuff, you don't have employees, you don't have a light bill, you don't have none of that. But why do they call it a business? Because you don't have that. Because in this day that we live in, you do not have to have all that stuff to have a true, really viable business. And so the question is, what are the 3 or 4 things I need to do to grow it? Well, let's talk about them real quickly. First of all, we got to get very, very good at some simple things. And if you're very good at some simple things, like, let me see, one of my favorite golfing players, pros, is Tiger Woods. I'm sure he's a lot of that to everybody. And he got really good at putting and all the, I don't know anything about golfing. I just know when it's good. He got very good at a few simple things, and he became so good at them, he could do them in his sleep. I mean, he really could do them anytime. So golfing, you got to learn how to putt. I mean, knock little balls in holes, and you got to be close to the holes, but most people can't do it because it's on a hill, an angle, or it's flat, but the grass is high, it's flat, the grass is low. You got to learn how to use what tool to get that ball in the hole. And then you have to be someone that's trying to knock it in many times, missed it thousands of times until you finally figure out how to get it in with in this particular situation. And so they tell us to become an expert at anything, it takes around 10,000 hours, okay? 10,000 hours to become an expert at anything, okay? And so we're gonna have to put in at least 10,000 hours to become an expert at network marketing. That correct? Doesn't that make sense? 10,000 hours to become an expert? No, it will not take 10,000 hours, because when you came into network marketing, you already knew how to talk. You don't have to take 10,000 hours. Your mom started you on that a long time ago. So you already know how to talk when you got into the business. So 10,000 hours? No. 10,000 hours to know how to listen? That might be a little harder, but you already know how to listen. Okay, so your 10,000 hours, you already started on that. You started on that when you were 1 year old, 2 years, 3 years old. In fact, one of the first words you heard was no, because your mama told you no so much, you think, and that's why you won't do nothing now, because you keep hearing no, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, when she was doing that to protect you. But for the most part, the word, learning how to talk and learn how to listen especially, right? And then learn how to talk. When we say talk, we're not saying do the presentation. We're not saying to do something hard or tough. We're simply piquing them, asking a question. Okay, are you open to making any extra money around your busy schedule? Hey, I like the way you served me. I like the way you did this or you did that. You complimentary of people. You know, they might not have heard a compliment today or all week long. So their job is somebody just fussed at them about this and somebody just fussed at them about that. And you say, hey, you're very good at what you do. I was watching you. You're very good at what you do. You'll be good in my business. And they said, what is it? He said, listen, I can't explain it now. You got a minute to watch a video? They watch it. Yes. If they don't, get a number. They don't give you a number. Give them a Zoom call to get on tonight. Okay. Those are skills. Those are skills that you need to learn how to do. But you didn't have to learn how to talk because your mama started you on that a long time ago. Okay. I mean, I'll say your mom, it could be your daddy, but we all know that if it wasn't for mamas, we wouldn't know how to talk. They say women talk a lot, but that's good because if they had to depend on their daddy to talk, most of the only thing you would be able to say is, no, leave me alone. That's the only words you would know. Because so it's I guess God knew what he was doing when he let girls train us how to talk. We only know a few things. You got a beer? I need a beer, something like that. So what I want you to do real quickly is to learn one thing, and that's to learn how to peak. Now, it's not my job to teach how to peak today, but write that down. Peaking, I gave you an idea. You got to learn how to peak, okay? Now, you got to learn how to peak your warm market. Those are people you already know. They will come to your wedding and they'll go to your funeral, okay? All right? Or they'll go to your funeral and your wedding. They might both be in the same day, okay? But they guys, that's a God joke. That's a God joke. But what I want you to do is to do one thing, and that is to learn how to peak, okay? If you learn how to peak, it's going to help you so much. You want to go to RD, but you don't know how to peak. You need to learn how to peak because you're peaking the people you know and you're peaking the people you don't know. Don't get too upset about the people you know because, like I said, I don't see a lot of Provenzanos running around this business. I don't see a lot of Coupuses running. The two Coupus brothers are twins. You don't see any more, do you? So that means they struck out in their family, right? And the Provenzanos, they struck out in their family, right? How about Al Thomas? You see Al's brother, Al's cousin, Al's sister, Al's nephew. You see all those people on the call every day. Al struck out in Al's family, in the Thomas family. I don't know about Lewis. I see another Lewis on here, but I don't know about Julian Lewis. But I don't see a lot of Lewises on there. All the Lewis, all his brothers and cousins and nephews. I don't see none of them on. So that's normal. So we got to peak them anyway, because the worst day in your life is going to be when your brother walks across stage as SVP or RVP. So go ahead and call your brother, get him off your conscience, okay? So we just get him off your conscience, man. He said, well, I don't want to hear this. And listen, I got to get you off my conscience. He said, what's that? I got to show you this business so I can have you off my conscience, because if this thing blow up, I don't want to hear your mouth. Okay, and then show me what you got. And then show him what you got, and then ask him that magic question. Who do you know? That's all you want from him is who do you know? Okay, and he says, I don't know nobody. He won't get no customers. He don't know nobody. Move on. Okay, but that's your warm market. So one of the things we got to learn how to do is what? Peak. You've got to be really good at peaking, and we'll learn that over time. Okay, but in order to peak, you need to be able to listen. You need to be able to talk, and your mama show you how to do both of those. So you won't need the 10,000 hours on that. All right, let's go ahead. The other thing you need to learn how to do is a follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. There are people that aren't ready today because their boss gave them a raise. They aren't ready today because they got a new car. They aren't ready today because they got a new car and a house. They aren't ready. The world's perfect for them today. There's nothing wrong with nothing today. They're fine. And so when you show them the business, they weren't interested. Okay, but 6 months from now, the car payment is coming. Car payment? I thought I got a car payment and I can't make it. Okay, you call them that day. Are you interested in making some extra money? Yes, I am. So it has more to do with their timing than anything else. But it's crucial that you learn to follow up, and that's, I wouldn't call them next week, but write it down on your calendar every 6 months. Every 6 months. I got a real perfect calendar the other day from an IBO in my group. She gave me an excellent calendar, and I'm going to use that thing. I got an electronic calendar, but I saw the value of using the paper because I'm an old man. And old people like me need a pencil and paper in our hands, okay? So with that said, we got to have paper and pencil. When I grew up, let me see, I was born in '54. I started school in Austin, Texas in 1960. Paper, pencil, paper, pencil. That's all we know. Okay. And then I learned to type. Paper, pencil. That's all we know. So the computer's great, but I need to write it down. Okay. So you got a lot of old school people out there that need to write it down. Sometimes this is what you need. But so well, we need to learn to follow up, put them in your calendar for a follow-up call in 6 months, because things could change. 6 months from then, a follow-up call, because you never know when something changed and you signed up somebody that knew somebody. Okay. And somebody said, how'd you get that person? It's because of follow-up. Okay. And the third thing that we need to learn to do is how to get people to what? Events. Okay. The event could be a Zoom call, could be a Zoom training. It could be an international, how to get them. And I'll tell you, get them to an international. We haven't had it in a couple of years. So we could survive in a couple of years without any international. We used to have 4 a year. I mean, that's telling you something about the strength of the company. Okay. 4 internationals a year. What we need to do is learn how to get people there, because at international conventions is where people make decisions. They make decisions at an international convention. They're in something, they got paid something, they like what they're doing, but when they went to international convention, they make a decision. I'm going to be an RD at my next international. I'm going to be whatever at my next international. And they see people that look like them. Okay. So if you do the what, the peak, the follow-up, fortunes in the follow-up, you can't follow somebody you didn't peak. Okay. So you peaked somebody, you followed up with somebody, with some people, and then you got some people to events, and you'll talk to 100 leaders in the group, 100 people that tell you the same thing. So you're going to get the SVP using that. Try it out going to RD, and it'll happen so quick. And if you can ever get to an event that you brought some people, 4 or 5 people, and the next event, they brought some people, the next event, they brought some people. If you can get that culture going inside your organization, oh, this company don't care how much they pay you. They don't care. They'll pay you all kinds of crazy money. They will do it. Okay. So let's talk to some. I'm going to show you a video, two videos. And the video is of someone that have self-actualized. This is something, it's a theory. Anyway, they've self-actualized. They've gotten very, very good at something that they started, and they did their 10,000 hours. They did their 10,000 hours. Okay. And because they did their 10,000 hours, they are the best in their field. Okay. But the only problem with this one guy is you can only have one guy like him. Okay. In this business, all of you guys, probably I don't want all of us to be SVPs. Nobody's holding you up. The only person holding you up is what? You. Okay. So let's take a look at somebody that followed the rules. They did what they're supposed to do, and they got good at their skill.
And he's picked out a landing spot that is a good 25 feet above the hull.
There's a good chance he doesn't get this inside DeMarco's ball.
Well, here it comes. Oh my goodness. Have you seen anything like that? This guy's pretty good.
PGATour.com presents Tiger Woods' top 10 career shots on the PGA Tour.
I don't know what he's going to do here, but this is, I want to watch this.
How about a 4? How about a 4? Can you tell me? I guess, I'll tell you, I've seen it all today. This is unbelievable.
This week was the pro debut of 20-year-old Tiger Woods.
I guess, hello world, huh?
202-yard par 3 with a 6-iron.
Bring it in.
The 9th hole-in-one of his young life. Yeah, that's yours.
The Northwood lie there, you can see he's got balls lying at the bottom of the downslope. Can he find the magic to chip it in? Very beautifully, he had to take the chance, and he's made it. Unbelievable.
The things he does at certain moments is quite incredible. That was the most difficult golf shot. He played it to perfection.
Tiger now with a 6-iron. One good straight shot, middle of the green, 2 putts should make him the champ. Well, that's fairly convincing, would you say?
That is some kind of shot there. Look at this light, look at this shot. He's got to go dead vertical and he's got a ridge.
He's got to carry this just barely over the long grass.
I took such a big cut at it to try and take the water out of play, and the lie was not exactly the best.
He's going to have to go vertical with the super high lob and just take his chances.
Straight up. Oh, yeah, look at this, Peter. Look at this shot. Look at this. Might go in. Might go in. Might go in. It is in. That was incredible. Does that remind you of anybody? One guy. That guy.
Well, we're back at the 17th, and what a scene it is. Johnny, I have seen a number of players putt from the back part of this green, and the results have not been good. Johnny, that's better than most.
How about him?
That is better than most. Better than most.
Y'all see that? You think he just picked that thing up and just started doing that one day? Do you think he came in and just I don't know, I just hit the ball, it goes in the hole. That's all I do. I hit the ball, it goes in the hole. No, it takes practice. And the practice is what? Peaking. When you peaked, did you bring an SVP in the first time you peaked? The second time you peaked, you brought in an RVP. The third time you peaked? No, it's practice. So we got to open our mouth and talk. We know how to do that. We know how to listen, because the person says something, or the way they smile, the way they say something, causes you to be able to say something back to them. And that's what we got to learn to do with our cold market and our warm market, okay? With that said, that's a skill set. And those 10,000 hours with Tiger on the court, on the field a while ago, that is an example of 10,000 hours. Now, I think we got, okay, what are the 3 things? What 3 skills we got to have? Now, we talked about them, and I'm not the only person that's ever come here. Everybody comes here to talk about the same 3, but you got to get good at these 3, okay? Number 1 is what? Peaking. We got to learn to peak and peak and peak and peak and peak and peak. And does it work the first time, the second time, the third time? Sometimes they won't give you the number. Sometimes they won't get on the Zoom call. Sometimes they won't even watch a 1-minute video. Keep peaking, and then you'll find out, oh, when I do this and when I do that, that seems to work better than what I was doing. The numbers they're giving me are no good. I call them and it's some other number. It's not, they didn't give me their right phone number. You know, you'll learn how to do that. And we all have to learn how to do that. If we do that, one day you'll be going across the stage as an RVP, RD, then you went across stage RC now. You went across the stage of RC, then you went across stage of RD, then you went across stage of RVP. And everybody said, what are you doing? What are you doing? Not only have you learned how to do that, but you're teaching your team. You're teaching your team how to do that, okay? So that is one of the things. Now, I use golf because I like sports, but we got one more short video on another guy that became very, very good at his sport. And he took shot, miss. And finally, he got so good at it. People are wondering, is he human, okay? So we're going to see this in our sport. The only difference is you only have one guy can win, one person. One person gets a green jacket, one person gets the MVP, one person gets, in our sport, everybody can go to the top. That's what I like about it. You can be short, tall, you can be this, that, the other thing, you know, you can be brown, yellow, white, green, we don't care. You can get to the top of this compensation plan and be as famous, not quite as famous as Tiger Woods, but you can be famous in the network marketing world with the salaries that some of these people would make. the company I was with before this company, our top money earner was making $1 million a month. $1 million a month. He made it for 18 months. He was a school teacher. He painted houses in the summer to make extra money. Somebody showed him the business. Somebody showed him the business. Okay, and we learned that we're all regular people who do regular things, but we become very, very good in this industry. Peaking, follow up, and then getting people to big events. Okay, so let's look at another person that had to do something very, very similar in a different sport.
Use it, Curry, way downtown, bang, bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! And he ties the NBA record with his 12th three-pointer of the game. The brilliant shooting of Stephen Curry continues. Curry splits the defense behind the back, fires a three. Oh, he puts it in! What a spectacular move!
That could be the greatest move I've ever seen live. No, I'm being serious.
Stephen Curry, just a spectacular move here. Somehow holds on, fires up the three. Chance to tie it here for Golden State. Curry's got it. And Curry will let it go for three, comes up short. Offensive rebound, Curry again. And Curry hits a three! Tie game! It's amazing. It is amazing what Steph Curry can do with a basketball.
Warriors trying to walk down the Clippers here in the first half on a 12-4 run. Curry inline shakes Paul out of his boots and hits a fall-away jump shot.
Takes it out under the basket and suddenly goes 2 times behind his back. 1, 2. Paul goes down. Curry knocks down the jump shot. This guy is something special.
McGee's got his own miss. Tried to spin, stripped to the ball by
no.
Curry.
Oh, no.
Pass to Durant, who tomahawks it home.
Look at this pass right here by Steph.
Beautiful,
huh? In traffic, not even really looking at KD, understanding he's ahead. Look, he throws it and then turns the other way.
This is game 1, Western Conference semifinals. As Curry does his magic, gets by Gobert and scores. With that Curry flair. Steve Smith, take note. Top 5 plays under the rim candidate right here. Steph on the sideline at 7, at 5, at 4. Curry to win. Good! Good! 1/10 left. He did it again. Zaza winning that tip. Curry on the go route. Back to Durant. What a play!
Well, it didn't take him 3 months to learn how to play together on that particular play, did it?
When you're up 30, you can have fun. Curry. What a move. And then the jumper. Oh, man, the wizardry of Steph Curry on the handle and then the hot hand.
What a handle. And a no look for Harrison Barnes, who's going to the line. Exceptional pass by Steph Curry.
Here's Curry again, crossing over behind the back. Now against McCollum, dribbles left. Curry sends a pass to Green, and he does.
I hope that interests you. That's what we're doing. What we're doing is getting good at our craft, at our sport, a sport that Red Kubik can become an SVP, RVP in this sport, because you don't need those skills they have, but you need to practice something. Something has to be practiced. You got it's something magic in the air when you see a guy that I mean, Pat Mazur was making, he had a business and he was printing t-shirts. He was printing t-shirts and selling t-shirts across the country. Democrat, Republican, whoever running for office, where, when, he would make the t-shirts. His brother was selling cars. He was selling cars, right? Don't you think they had to learn something else different to get to be Pat and I can't remember the brother's name now, Mazur? Huh? Don't you think they had to learn something different? You think they brought the t-shirt skills over? Or you think they brought the car selling skills over? No. So whatever we're doing, we're good at it. Great. That's super. Now we got to learn some new skills. Fortunately, your mom helped you with a lot of them. Okay. Fortunately, your mom helped you with a bunch of them. That's listening and then speaking and piquing people and getting them to come take a look at a business opportunity. So that's what I have for tonight. Today, I guess this afternoon. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I was just getting in the house, so we had to switch and back and forth. But with Mr. Lewis's help and Jabri's help, I was able to get this off. Thank y'all very much. What I want you to do is take a look at those 3 skills that you wrote down. Start with number 1 and figure out how to talk to more people. And that includes people with your last name, okay? You're gonna have to go through them because this is gonna be a sickening day when you go across and your brother, sister, uncle, cousin go across that stage as a son, something, and they say, you never called me. You never said nothing to me about this. I want all my family, I'll say, go to your text. They're gonna go to your text, they're gonna see me. I called, I text you, see there? Yeah, that's what I want to be able to tell them that. So get them off your conscience. Those are the people, your conscience. I'm gonna call to get you off my conscience. And go ahead and show them the plan or invite them to see the plan. So that takes care of what I have for today. We'll be back tomorrow with someone else. And Julian, you on tomorrow? Yep, Julian's on tomorrow. So he's going to come in and do his magic with us. And you guys be able to take those notes and we'll learn from each other. And we all can get to the top of this. This is not a one guy made it, another guy made it. There's 4 or 5 people. There's an ETL that wants you to make it in your group. If you're a brand new rep, there's an RC that wants you to get to where he is. There's a RD that wants you to get to where he is. There's a RVP that wants you to get to where he is. There's a SVP that wants you to get to where he is. There's 5 or 6 people there to help. So thank y'all very much. Have a great day. And with that, I am out.